Hello, yogis. I seem to have had some technical difficulty, and so I'm restarting the stream, and I hope that you'll be able to join me. I'm going to take a second to make sure that the sound is coming through, so please hold on for a moment. Okay, so at least on my web browser, I'm able to hear the sound coming through. And so we'll get started again, and I hope that you'll be able to join me. If you're on the channel, please send me a text and let me know that things are working okay. So, let's take a moment to settle. At least I need that, and perhaps you're already settled. Relax your legs, straighten the spine, and come into your balanced breath. Breathing in for 4 counts and exhaling for 4. Let yourself relax. In today's practice, we'll be working with backbends or heart openers to open the heart chakra. So I'm getting a message that everything is fine now, and I'm glad to see that. We'll also be introducing a modality of mantra in our practice, and the mantra is Om Jyotir Atman. So Jyotir means light, and Atman is the spirit or the soul within us. We can focus on the heart center, this light of the spirit, seated in the heart center. So let's begin to move, starting with our arms at our sides. Extend the arms up and stretch and lengthen. Exhale and lower the arms, lowering your chin to your chest. And let's continue. Let's lift up the right arm and exhale as we bend to the left. And rise up and go to the other side. And let's continue. Feeling a release of any stiffness in your spine. Let's extend the arms out to the sides and take a breath in first. And as you exhale, tuck. Reach the arms forward. Inhale. Extend the arms back and open the chest. Exhale and tuck. Inhale and open the chest. Once more. Lowering the arms behind you, expand the chest and breathe into your heart center. Firmly drawing the navel in towards your spine as you exhale. Now, I've been talking about a spinal extension as we hinge forward, but also in the back bends there, we want to employ the spinal extension as well. In fact, I can't think of anything where in our practice where we don't want to continue to work with extending the spine. Let's prepare to come into a twist now. Extend the arms up as you breathe in, and exhale, turning to your right and looking over your shoulder. Inhale, and exhale to the other side. And let's continue. It's a good thing I have a few yogis that are keeping in touch with me, and I can't imagine having gone through this whole practice and then find out afterwards that it didn't work. Let's exhale, lower the hands down, and just hinge forward for a moment, extending the crown of the head away from you and tilting the tail toward the sky. Let's come up. We'll turn onto our hands and knees now, and I'm going to turn away from you sideways so that I can demonstrate and you can see. We come into 4 points. Draw the breath in and sit back into your heels. Let's rise up and exhale back. And continue. Firmly drawing your navel in toward your spine as you exhale. Once more. Let's hold in the child's pose for a moment and release. And then take your arms and bring them to the right and come into a slight side bend, breathing deeply into the left side of your body. Firmly drawing your navel in toward your spine as you exhale. Come to the center, straighten and lengthen the spine, and then over to the other side. Breathing deep into the right side body. Firmly drawing the navel in toward your spine as you exhale. Let's come back to the center. Rise up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under and walk your hands back towards your knees, coming up onto your fingertips. And from there, rocking your knees off the floor. Try to lift your heels up as high as you can and reach the tail away to feel the spine lengthen. Lower your heels to the floor, and with your knees bent so that you can feel your waist against your thighs, let yourself hang upside down for a moment, firmly drawing the navel in toward the spine. Let's place our hands on our thighs and rise up. And we'll be going through a swinging movement in the chair position. I'll come to the center of my mat so I'm centered in the view. As you draw the breath in, extend the arms up and come into chair, Utkatasana. So we take a breath in, and as we exhale, we'll swing through. Inhale, rise into chair. Exhale. Let's rise in chair and stay. Breathe deeply. And with each exhale, firmly draw the navel in toward the spine. Let's rise all the way up and lower your arms to your sides, coming into mountain and standing with the knees slightly bent, the pelvis tucked under, the back of the thighs pressing toward the back wall. Tadasana, mountain. Let's bring our arms behind us, interlinking your fingers, lift the shoulders, and roll the chest open. Keep the pelvis tucked under, and draw your navel firmly in towards your spine as you exhale. Breathe into your heart center and expand the chest. Let's release the fingers. You should be standing at the front of your mat. We'll come back into the chair shape as we breathe in. Exhale and fold. And let's hang upside down for a moment once more, squeezing your ankles toward each other and tilting your tail toward the sky. Draw your shoulders away from your ears, and you can gently tilt your head side to side, turning it like you're saying no, and releasing any tension in the neck and the spine. Let's step back into downward facing dog. Come into the down dog and begin to slowly pedal your heels, pressing one and then the other with each exhale. Let's come to a stop on one side and stay. Firmly draw your navel in toward your spine with each exhale. And let's move to the other side and stay for a moment there. From here, we'll step the left foot between the hands and come into a low lunge. Try to straighten your right leg by lifting the thigh away from the floor. And as you inhale, extend the crown of the head away, keeping your gaze toward the floor in front of you. Firmly draw your navel in toward your spine as you exhale. Let's pivot the right foot and rise up, and we'll prepare to move in and out of our pyramid shapes. Square your hips, bring the left arm behind, float the right arm up as you breathe in, exhale, extend and lengthen and fold as you draw your navel firmly in toward your spine. And then we rise up as we breathe in and continue. On the next cycle, I want to use the mantra Om Jyotir Atman. So take a breath in and let's work with the mantra as well. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Once more. Om Jyotir Atman. Now we'll rise up part way and remain. Hold it here. Try to become still. Exhale as you fold, rising all the way up. And as we rise up, extend both of your arms. And this time we'll stay in the shape, Parsvottanasana. Try to relax and feel the release in the hamstrings in this leg in front, the left leg. Let's step back into our downward facing dog. And now we'll step the other foot through. Should be the right leg. Coming into our low lunge, staying for a moment. Let's pivot the left foot, lowering the heel to the floor. And we rise up once more as we did before, squaring the hips, bringing the right arm behind, floating the left arm up as we breathe in. And let's exhale, lengthen, fold into pyramid as you exhale, and straighten as you rise up. Repeating. Good. Let's add the mantra once more. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Focusing on your heart center. Om Jyotir Atman. We'll rise up halfway, as we did before, and remain still. Let's fold as we exhale. And as we rise up, let's extend both arms, preparing to stay in the pyramid shape. Let's step back into downward facing dog and remain for a moment. Come into plank, lower down as you exhale. Point your toes, reach the legs back, and rise up onto your forearms. We'll be bending one knee at a time in this shape. Keep your pelvis tucked under. And as you breathe in, expand your chest, flex the right heel, draw the heel in towards your bottom, and release it, and then the other side. Now we'll try both knees bending together. Lowering down and preparing for cobra, place your hands at your sides, squeeze your legs together, tuck the pelvis under, breathe into the cobra shape, and exhale as you lower. And let's repeat. Keeping your attention on your heart center, let's add the mantra. Inhaling up. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Rise into cobra and remain for a few breaths. Lowering down, let's bring our arms to our sides and turn your head to one side and relax your cheek against your mat. Turning the head the other way, rest your cheek against your mat. Let's come up onto our hands and knees and sit back in child's pose and remain for a few breaths. Rising up onto the hands and knees, pressing back into downward facing dog. Gaze between your hands and walk towards your hands. Coming to the front of your mat, lifting the chest into half bend. Exhaling and folding forward. Rising into half bend. Exhale and fold. Rise into half bend. Exhale and fold. Come into half bend and remain. Extend the arms behind. And let's rise all the way up. I'll turn and face you now. And we'll be coming in and out of our forward bends. With your arms at your sides, extend the arms up as you breathe in. Soften your knees as you exhale and fold forward. Rise up. Exhale and fold. Rise up. Exhale and fold. Rise up. And we'll come into our forward bend and stay. And let's rise all the way up and lower the arms to our sides. Standing in mountain. From here, I'd like you to straddle your mat with the legs wide, and we'll prepare to twist. Look at your feet, make sure they're parallel, as if you were wearing skis and they were parallel with each other. Extend your arms apart, bend your right knee, exhale, come into the twist. Rise up as you breathe in, and let's continue. Let's add the mantra now. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Once more. Om Jyotir Atman. Moving to the other side, bending the left knee, exhaling into the twist, inhaling and rising up. And continue. Let's add the mantra now. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Once more. Om Jyotir Atman. Rising up, lower your arms for a moment. Take a moment to adjust. And now we'll go back to the first side and remain in the twist. Extend the arms apart, bending the right knee slightly. Move into your twist and stay. As you breathe in, turn your head and look down at your big toe. And as you exhale, turn to look up at your thumb. Repeat this 2 more times. And on the third cycle, keep your gaze toward the sky, churning the navel center. As you exhale, draw it in and twist it in the direction of your turn. And as you breathe in, expand into the shape. Let's rise up, lowering your arms to your sides, and staying for a moment. Let's proceed to the other side now. Bending the other knee, turn into your twist and stay. As you breathe in, look down at your big toe. Exhale, turn your head to look up at your thumb. And repeat. On the third cycle, stay. churning the navel center. Let's rise up, lower your arms to your sides, and take a moment to adjust. From here, we'll be coming into a shape called the dancer. But first, let's simply fold forward, just through the center. Let yourself fold and rise up. Bring your legs hip distance apart, so your feet are hip distance apart. I'll turn toward the side so I can demonstrate. And what we'll do is we'll lift up the right foot, grab your shin, and bring the knees toward each other, tucking the pelvis under. Begin to hinge, extending the left arm forward, flexing the right heel and pressing it up toward the sky. Rise up and step down, and take a moment to adjust. We'll go to the other side, lifting the left foot off the floor, the other one from before, flexing the heel, finding your balance, tucking the pelvis under, and beginning to hinge as you did before. The king dancer. Let's rise up and step down. Take a moment to adjust. You should be standing at the front of your mat. And we'll go into a forward bend and into the downward facing dog. Lifting the chest, exhaling into down dog. Step your left foot between your hands, pivot the right heel, and rise into warrior one. Open the arms apart, take a breath in as you expand the chest. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine. Inhale and expand. Exhale, draw the navel in. Open and stay, breathing into the chest deeply. Extend the arms up, and as you exhale, fold. Step back into down dog. Step your right foot forward, pivoting the left heel, rise, warrior one. Open the arms apart as you did before. Exhale, draw the navel in toward the spine firmly. Inhale. And open, expand the chest. Open and stay. Extend the arms up. Extend and fold. Step back into your down dog. Step your left foot forward. Pivot the right heel. Place the left forearm on your thigh and turn to face the side wall. As you draw the breath in, extend the arms up, the left arm up. Exhale, coming back into the shape, bringing the right arm up and over. And let's repeat. This time we'll stay in the extended side angle. Rise into your reverse warrior. As you exhale, swing the arms over the head. Hands to the floor, step back into down dog. I'm going to simply change my position so I can be facing you. And from here, we'll step the right foot forward, pivoting the left heel, placing your right forearm on your thigh and turning with your left hand at your side. Rise into reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. And let's repeat. This time we'll stay. Rise into reverse warrior. As you exhale, swing your arms over your head, hands to the floor, step back into down dog. Step the left foot between the hands, pivot the right heel, open into warrior two. As you exhale, draw the navel in and twist it toward the back wall. Straighten the left leg, extend the left arm up. And as you exhale, arms extend apart, and we begin to hinge, reaching away, keeping the chest and shoulders parallel with the wall that you're facing, lowering the left arm and bringing the right arm up into triangle. Lower the right arm, bend the left knee, rise into reverse warrior. And from here, we'll be coming into half moon. Look at the floor in front of you. Hop the right foot forward and lower your fingertips to the floor as you lift the right leg with an external rotation in the thigh so that the toes are pointing toward the wall that you're facing. Expand into the shape. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. From here, we'll move back into our reverse warrior, using your balance. And as you exhale, swing your arms over your head, bring the hands to the floor, and step back into down dog. Step the left foot forward, pivoting the right heel, open into warrior two once more on the other side. Straighten the right leg, extend the right arm up. And as you exhale, reach and extend, lowering the arm, extending the other arm up into triangle. Trikonasana. Lowering the left arm, rise into reverse warrior. And from here, we'll prepare for the half moon. Look at the floor in front of you. Hop the left foot forward, floating your fingertips to the floor and expanding into the half moon. Lifting the left leg and expand. Prepare to use your balance to come back into reverse warrior. And as you exhale, swing your arms over your head, hands to the floor, step back into down dog. And let's lower to the knees and sit back in child's pose. Let's come up onto our hands and knees, crossing your legs and coming into easy pose. From here, We'll extend the left leg forward, bending the right knee, and pulling the flesh of your bottom away to expose your sits bones. Extend the arms up as you draw the breath in, and lengthen the spine, drawing the navel in towards your spine as you fold, and rise up. And let's repeat. On the next cycle, we'll stay. Janu Sirsasana. Let's rise up. Lower your arms to your sides and straighten the spine. And we'll switch legs. Again, drawing the flesh of your bottom away to expose your sits bones. Extend the arms up. Exhale, extend, gently fold. Inhale, up. Extend and fold. Inhale, up. Extend and fold. Inhale, up. And this time we'll stay. Gently. Avoid pulling yourself or forcing. Tilting your tail toward the back wall as you extend the crown of the head away from the body, and feeling the release in the hamstrings. Let's rise up. Lower the arms and extend both legs out, coming into the staff pose. Slide your hands back and lift your bottom off the floor into reverse plank. Hold it for a moment. Lowering down, bring the soles of your feet together, opening the knees apart gently into the bound angle. Straightening the spine as you breathe in, extend the crown of the head toward the sky. From here, we'll extend the legs forward and bend the left knee to prepare to twist. Draw the thigh in towards your chest, straighten the spine, and cross the leg. Either remaining as you are or choosing to bend the other knee. We're going to turn towards your left, wrapping the left arm behind, and as you breathe in, extend the right arm up, and exhale, either gently hugging the thigh in towards you or crossing your elbow as you turn to look over your shoulder. Churn the navel center, drawing the navel in and twisting it in the direction of your turn. Unwind, and let's move to the other side. Bending the right knee, draw it in, straighten the spine. Crossing the leg, decide if you'd like to bend the other knee or not. And we'll take the right arm behind, extending the left arm up as you breathe in, straighten the spine, and crossing the arm as you did before, turning your head to look over your shoulder, and churning the navel center. Turn and face the front. Come into staff pose for a moment. Then we'll lower onto our backs and prepare for dynamic bridge. Rest your head on the floor. Draw your heels in towards your bottom, hip distance apart. Inhale. Lift the hips off the floor, extend the arms up and back. Exhale, roll down the spine. And let's repeat. Very good. Let's rise up into the bridge shape. This time the arms stay at our sides. Externally rotate the arms to open the chest and perhaps link your fingers underneath you. Breathe deep into the heart center. Lower down and take a moment to relax. Draw the knees into the chest and begin to rock forward and back, rolling along the spine. And finally rolling upright, straightening the spine and drawing the knees into the chest. Crossing your legs, come onto your hands and knees and center yourself on your mat. Step your right foot between your hands into the low lunge variation. Then place your right hand outside your thigh and extend the left arm up, firmly drawing the navel in toward the spine. We can either remain as we are, or we can choose to bend the left knee and hook up from behind. Let's release, and we'll step back into down dog. Lower onto your knees and step the left foot between the hands. Placing the left hand on the thigh, extend the right arm up, and firmly, very firmly, draw the navel in toward the spine as you exhale. Inhale and expand the chest. We should be feeling a kind of dull ache down in the lower belly on the side that the leg is behind, below the belly button, releasing the psoas. You can remain as you are or choose to bend the knee and hook up from behind. Let's release and step back into down dog. Come into plank and lower down. And we'll prepare for the bow shape, Dhanurasana. Bend one knee and grab your shin. Then the other and grab the other side. Squeeze your knees toward each other. Flex the heels. Press them up toward the sky as you press your shins away and expand the chest. As we stay here, we'll add the mantra. Take a breath in. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Om Jyotir Atman. Release. Turn your head to one side and rest your cheek on your mat. Let's turn the other way. Stay for a moment. And come up onto your hands and knees. We're moving now into a half pigeon in steps. Take your right knee, slide it behind your right hand, and reach the left leg back, making sure your pelvis is parallel with the floor. Take your hands an inch forward. As you breathe in, bend the elbows, lower down slightly. And as you exhale, firmly draw the navel in toward the spine as you lift the chest. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. On the next cycle, add a bend of your left knee if you can. Finally, stay, and either remain as you are, or take your left hand and grab your shin. If you have a hold of your shin, walk your hand up your foot, cupping the toes, lifting the left shoulder towards your ear and rolling it back. And perhaps the right arm extends up. Release. And we'll either stay as we are or lower closer toward your mat and relax. Let's come up onto our hands and knees and press back into down dog. And we'll prepare for the other side, lowering the knees to the floor. Slide your left knee out to the edge of your mat. Extend the right leg back, toes pointed. And as before, as you breathe in, bend the elbows slightly. Exhale and lift the chest, drawing the navel in toward the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We'll begin bending the right knee if you wish. As you exhale, draw the navel in, flex the heel, draw it in towards your bottom. Inhale, lower slightly. Exhale. Inhale. And this time we stay, either remaining as you are or taking your right hand behind, hooking your shin, walking the hand up the foot, cupping the toes, lifting the shoulder and rolling it open, and perhaps the left arm comes up. Let's release, and we'll begin to lower and relax for a moment. As you did before. We'll step back into down dog. Lower onto your knees, and we come onto our backs. We'll at first come into the bridge shape once more, and then we'll have a choice of whether using bridge or the upward facing bow, also called wheel. Let's start with bridge. Lift your bottom off the floor, roll the shoulders open, and interlink your fingers if you can. Release, roll down the spine, and come down. Now we'll have the choice to come back into the bridge just as we practiced. Or if you know wheel and it's part of your practice, you can come into the wheel. Now prepare to come up either into bridge or rising into the wheel. Let's lower down, draw your knees into your chest, and rock side to side. Lower your feet to the floor and extend the legs. Rising into half boat, lift either one or both of your heels off the floor and then your shoulder blades and hold Ardha Navasana. If you're using one heel, switch to the other. Lower down. Take a moment to relax. Draw your right knee into your chest and prepare to come into a twist, crossing the leg and looking in the opposite direction. Draw the navel in and twist it toward the sky as you exhale. Coming back up, we'll switch sides. Draw the left knee in and cross it as you come into your twist, gently. Come back to the center, and let's come into a nice tuck, drawing your head towards your knees, tucking and holding for a moment. Then we'll release, and we'll come into our Shavasana. Close your eyes and relax. Bring your attention to your heart center. And as we lay here, we'll remember the mantra quietly as you exhale, remembering Om Jyotir Atman with the focus and our attention on our heart center. With each exhale, Om Jyotir Atman. As you lay here, imagine in your heart center you can see the opening of a cave. Beautiful and inviting. And we'll enter this cave, the cave of the heart, and walk along into a bit of darkness. But ahead of us we can see a large cavern opening. When we come to the edge of a pond in this cavern, completely still, like a mirror. And in the middle of this pond, in this cavern, is a little light on top of a lotus flower. It radiates a light that we can feel is love and compassion. And we look at it and feel ourselves merging together with it, so that our consciousness is the light itself. Let's begin to wiggle our fingers and toes. And the arms and legs a bit. Roll onto your right side and take your time to come back up. We'll come back to the seat that we started in, with the legs crossed and sitting with the spine erect. Take a moment to notice how you feel. And let's bring our palms together at the heart center. And please join me with 3 Oms to complete our practice. Take a deep breath in. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Have a nice day, and thank you for practicing with me. Goodbye.